I picked up this set of cones off of Amazon, and honestly, I picked them up for another project, but I figured out a way to use them in this video. So we are going to turn these into ornaments. Now I'm gonna link them for you down in the description box. I also had this hexagon shaped beads, and I'm gonna hot glue the hexagon beads to the bottom of each of my cones. Now I love that these cones are a little bit different. They have different shapes and sizes to them. Next, I'm gonna pull out those stain colors that I was using before, and I'm gonna stain each of them a different color. Once I brush on the stain, I'm just gonna wipe it off to remove any excess. Now I thought these would be cute as ornaments to hang on my tree, especially since I'm doing, well, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what I'm doing for my tree this year because my tree video hasn't come out yet, but I thought these would work great on my tree. So I'm going to take a piece of twine and tie it at the bottom in a knot, and then I'll just cut off any excess. Then I'm gonna simply hot glue the knot to the top of my tree. Now, if you wanted these to be even more secure, you could drill a hole and then loop the string through there and tie it. But really, they're not that heavy, so I knew the hot glue would hold them up just fine. Now, since I've been shopping, I've seen several wood ornaments out this year, so I know these are going to be a popular item this year, like wood style ornaments. And here's a look at how my ornaments turned out. I have a podcast, DIY Disasters with Liz Fenwick. Make sure you guys check it out. For our next project, I grabbed some foam pieces from Walmart. I also grabbed these little knobs, these little wooden knobs that they had at Walmart as well. And my macrame that you guys see me use all the time is what I'm gonna be using for this project. So I'm gonna start by wrapping the macrame around the bottom of my foam trees, hot gluing every once in a while. And as I was doing this, I was trying to figure out like a fast technique to really get it wrapped around. And you know, I tried laying them down, then I pushed them up, but whatever works for you to get it on there as quickly as possible, try it out. The one thing you want to remember when doing this is just try to make sure that you push your yarn down so you don't have any gaps. It's going to look 10 times better if you make sure that yarn is really close together. And I'll do this all the way to the top. Once I get to the very top, I'm just going to finish it off by hot gluing that top portion and cutting off any excess. Now I repeated this with one of the smaller trees, and then I'm gonna be using those little wooden knobs as a base to my trees. Now I figured with these wood knobs, I had to really get them in the center, otherwise the trees kind of toppled over. So you may want a bigger base, but they ended up working, but I had to make sure that I got them in the center. You can find these at high-end sites, but I love the texture of them, and I love how inexpensive they were to put together. And here's a look at how these inexpensive macrame trees turned out. Hey guys, I'm Liz and you're watching my second DIY channel where I post daily DIY videos. You may be familiar with my main channel, Liz Fenwick DIY, but I'm glad that you found me over here on my second channel. Make sure that you're subscribed so you just get notified every day when I post our daily DIY video.